Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever one it happens to be for you. We have got some transfer news as well as some manager news, so let's get into it. So the first bit of news is about Bissouma. There is a possible exit for Bissouma. I think we all kind of thought that this might happen. He might be going to Fenerbahçe on a loan, but it'll be a loan with a obligation according to reports. I think that it's difficult with Bissouma because we've got Bissouma hoping that he'll be the Bissouma what we got at what we saw Brighton. However, it never really panned out. He was very good in other games. Internet bugged out, so sorry. And I think that when he was played alongside Bentancur, he was a lot better than at other times. So it's a difficult one. But personally, I do think that Bissouma does need to go. I think that that's probably what's best. Let me know what you think. How much do you think we should put the buy-on clause for? Because apparently it's reported that it is 25 million euros, which would be 21 million pounds. But we'll be looking for him. So is that a good return on Bissouma? Please let me know what you think. The next bit of news is that we are looking at a centre back, which is interesting. Now, this could mean that Romero might be going, or it could be because we might be maybe shipping off another one. But we will also have to think of that Frank sometimes does play with three at the back, so this could be another reason. And if we are getting Frank, so apparently we're scouting a defender from Juve, Federico Gatti, with it's 35 million euros. So yeah, I suppose if we do get if Christian Romero does go, then we will have the money to get him. But yeah, that's interesting. Let me know what you think. Do you think it is because Christian Romero is going? There was quite a talk of there'll be a bit of a player revolt if Postecoglou was sacked. So I don't know if that was and if that will be an issue, and that will be why players want to leave. More players have come out and put lovely messages to him. So he obviously did mean a lot to a lot of the players. We never really saw that for Conte. I don't really remember it much for Jose either. Maybe one or two for Jose. I remember vaguely. Maybe I think Kane and Sonny came out. But as I say, I think that if Romero goes, we will need to look to get somebody else in, of course. Let me know what you think. Then we're going to go back to the Frank talk. And I'm frankly getting bored of it already. But we are apparently preparing a 70 million package to bring both Brentford's manager Tom Frank and forward Bryan Mbeumo. So the idea would be that the fact that we've got Frank will lure him to us. Manchester United are, I think, still talks with him or looking at him. So yeah, I don't know if that would happen. I think that is unlikely. If Man United are looking to get him, I can't see us swooping in. I can't see him going for us and not them. But yeah, there's obviously always that thing of if he comes, that he could bring some players with him. But as I say, I don't think that's going to happen. As far as Frank goes, I still think that he is the top candidate for coming to Tottenham, and I do believe he will be coming. I've got that feeling that he will be. I will, of course, back him as I have already stated, and I will support the new manager. I want what's best for the club, and that's basically the gist of it for me. But I hope people keep the same energy. That if we get players that are young or players that the people might not approve of, that they will say it is down to Frank, like they did with Ange, because they will call him a yes man, because if there's players that are young, etc., and Frank comes out and says he's happy, keep the same energy, because I've been hearing a lot of people saying that Ange was a yes man, Ange just got this player and got that player, where I actually don't believe this. If we are looking at players before managers come in, this means that what happens is a manager gets offered players and the manager goes yes or no. I don't think that he gets the direct choice. I think that he will get told this player or this player, and then he'll get maybe that choice. Or he'll get told, do you want this player? And he'll say yes or no. I believe that's the case, because if we're still looking at players now without a manager, that just shows you that I think that that is the case, and I do understand it, and probably is the best way to do it, because if you keep going for managers and then keep getting players for them, you're going to end up with a lot of players that you don't want, because the next manager don't want them. So I think that Frank will come in with the premise of working with the players that he's already got and getting maybe a few players in, but I don't think that he will directly have that choice in that matter. I think that he'll be offered a player and he'll say yes or no. Obviously, the Mbeumo one is because they think that he might be able to bring him with him, because obviously he's been working with him, like with Mbeumo. So yeah, it's a difficult one. I just, like I say, feel that with Frank, it's not for me. What a name I would pick out of the hat, but I hope that he does well if he comes to Tottenham always. So you won't see me saying negative things about him straight away. I will always analyse it and analyse games, analyse what's going on in a very fair way, because I like to be a very fair person. That's just always the way that I have been, and the way that I always will be. I'll always try and be fair. So please let me know what you think about this. What's the chance of Frank getting Mbeumo as well without him to come to us? I don't think it's very likely. So not that's something I think will happen. But anyway, take very, very good care of yourselves. We'll speak again real soon.